What if I told you that I actually tracked this man walking right here now from this video? Would you believe that? And what if I also told you that this aeroplane and the map are both images, cutting from this image and this aeroplane? Would you still believe that? First, let's start by defining keyframe. So somebody might be asking, what is keyframe? Keyframe is kind of a foundation for motion graphics, if you ask me. It allows you to make changes to different elements in your timeline by placing points at different spots in the timeline. Okay, so once you click on this your video right now, you see this that is popping out here. This is what is called keyframe. So it can allow you to do a whole lot of things, to zoom in, to adjust your follow effects, move stickers, animation, and all of that. Okay, so we'll be starting with zoom in and zoom out. Okay, if you want to zoom in your pictures, your video, this is what you do. You click here, you click at this keyframe, right? If you're looking at this keyframe now, you're seeing plus. That plus means for you to add it to your video, right? So you click on it, it will add. Now, if you look at this keyframe now, it is minus. So if you want to remove this keyframe, you click back on it, it will remove. Did you see that it has removed from the video? So let's continue. So we're gonna click on the keyframe for the diamond red effect to red shape to appear on the video, and then we're gonna hold it there, right? Just hold it there and then look for animation. Let's if you want to zoom in or zoom out. So click on this animation down here. You're seeing animation, right? So click on the animation and then look for zoom in. You can actually use any one that you want, but I want to use zoom in and zoom out for this tutorial. So click on this zoom in animation. So click on it. Okay, when you click on it, you come back and then you're going to shift the keyframe. That depending how close, how dramatic you want it to be. If it is too close, the zoom is going to be too fast, right? So let me show you an example of what I mean. Let's say I added another keyframe, and whenever you add the second one, try to use your two fingers to zoom your picture or your video, right? So what you now do, let me show you what we just did. Now we're going to play it right now. Did you see how fast it is? Did you see how fast it is? But okay, let's remove this keyframe. So anywhere your pointer goes to, it turns red. Okay, so once it turns red, you can remove it if you want. So we're going to click here again because it's carrying minus. Now you can remove it, right? So you're going to click back again to remove it. Now let me show you if you want it to be slower, if you want it to zoom in or zoom out slower, this is what you do. So you shift it, you shift your pointer again, you shift your video to where position you want it to be, and then once you get to the place you want it to be, you click back on this keyframe. You click back here on this keyframe. So once you click back, what you're going to do now, you need to zoom your video, right? Zoom your video. So let's see what we just did right now. Did you see that it's zooming in? Did you see it? Did you see? Did you see? So this is what I'm actually talking about, right? So now that is it, you can also make it to zoom out. Do you get? Let me reduce the volume of this video so that you guys can hear me very well. So this is the last keyframe that were added, right? Remember, this is the last keyframe that were added. And then if you want it to zoom out, make sure that your pointer is still on that keyframe. Now click on the animation again. Click on this animation again. So once you click on it, look for zoom out. Like I said, you can actually use any animation that you want to use. So look for zoom out. Okay, so this is zoom out. You're going to use it. Click on that zoom out. So when you click on it, it depends how far you want it to do, right? So what you do, okay, let's say I want to leave it here. Okay, so what you do, remember we zoomed our picture, right? So what you do, you send back your picture backward to where it was, right? To where it was. Okay, to where it was. So let's see what we did right now. Let's start from the beginning. Are you seeing that it's zooming in? You see and it's not that fast because the keyframes are not close, right? And watch now, you see it's going backward, it's going backward, it's going backward, it's going backward. So this is what I am talking about, right? So you can actually use any animation of your choice to do this. You can actually use any animation of your choice to do this. So the next thing we'll talk about, we can talk about color shifts or effect, a lot of things that you can do with it. You can also talk about adjusting volume effect, right? So the next lesson I want to show you is color shift effect, right? So click back on the video. So whatever you want to do, first you click on the video. If you don't click on the video, the keyframe will not come out. So we're going to click on this keyframe right now. So depending where you want to start from, okay? So click on the keyframe. hold it there, let your pointer be there, do not shift it again. So we're going to look for adjustment. Click on this adjust. So you have so many of them, you can use any of them, but I'll be using saturation for this tutorial. So click on that saturation, and then you can take it backward and take it backward, right? When you're done, you go back and then you shift again where you want your keyframe to be. Remember I told you guys that the farther you shift it, the slower it goes. But if you make your keyframes too close, it becomes dramatic and so fast, right? So where you want it to be, just let's say I want it to be here, okay? So I click on the keyframe again. Did you see that? And then I'm going to click on adjust again. So for it to go back to plus 12 saturation, okay? So let's see what we did. Did you see the color change? Did you see the color change? Did you see the color change? Did you notice the color change? This is the first shade, that's the minus saturation that I use, and this is the gradually it's changing. Did you see? It's changing gradually, gradually, gradually. Did you see that? So, but if you make it too close, for instance, let me show you something. So let's make it too close. Let's make it too close. Add keyframe, adjust. Okay, saturation. Okay, let's see what we did. You see, it was so fast. So the closer you bring it, the more faster it becomes. If you want your effect, your changes to come out gradually, you have to shift it longer, right? So the next thing we'll be talking about now is adjusting volume effect. Okay, let's say maybe you're selling this, you're talking about this perfume, or you're selling the perfume to add sound or music to your video, but while talking, you want the music to go down. So this is how you use keyframe to achieve that. So you're going to add your music by clicking on this audio down here. You can also record, you can also just download music, okay? So click on sounds. So if you have your own music, this is where you're going to click. For those that want to download non-copyright music to use for their product, right? Because I'm not sure about Capcut music, if they are copyright free or not. So you want to download your own music, just click here and then click on device and select the music that you want to use, right? So let me select this one music. So let's say you want your music to be higher while you're showing your products, right? But while you're talking, you want the music to be lower. So this is how you do it. So make sure you're clicking on that music that you just downloaded, right? Now click on keyframe to appear there. So you raise the volume of the music. You raise it, the volume of the music. Then you go back and then you shift it a little while you're talking. Then you click on the keyframe again. Now you reduce the music. Okay, so let's see what we did. Did you see that? Did you see how it's reduced? So it's good for those that are, you have products you want to showcase in business or whatever video editing that you're doing. So this is how you do it. So the next one I want to talk about is moving stickers, right? So what you're going to do, look for sticker down here. So this is sticker here. This is stickers. So click on that sticker. You can whatever sticker that you want to use. Okay, let's use this. So this is what we do. You click on that sticker that you just applied. Now click on keyframe. Now this is what you do. You shift it to the length you want it. Okay, so once you get there to the length that you want, so you click on the keyframe again. Now you can shift it whatever direction that you want, but I'm gonna shift it like this, okay, till it goes out. Okay, so let's see what we did. Are you seeing that? So that's it. Like I said, you can actually do a whole lot of things with this keyframe, and it's very, very easy for you to do. So the next thing we're going to be talking about is animation. You can also do it with scary video. You can also use it to track people and all of that. Okay. So the next thing, let's do it with animation. Let's use this picture for instance. So we're going to tap on it. The thing there is that whatever you want to do, you need to click on that picture or the video first so that the keyframe will appear. Okay, so this is another thing you can do with this keyframe. Click on your video, click on the keyframe, shift a little, click on the keyframe again. So Let's see what we did. So go back. Let's see what we did. Did you see that? Did you see? So for you not to have this black stuff, so what you do, you just look for background, okay? Either overlay or background. Did I also tell you that you can track someone with keyframe? Okay, so this is what you do. You click on this video. As you can see, this video is video of people moving around on the street. So we're going to track one particular person in this video, right? Okay, so see what is gonna, just watch out and see what I will do first. You know the rule number one, you click on that picture, video, or whichever thing you want to add keyframe on. So this is the video I want to add the keyframe on. So I'm going to click on the video. I'll click on this keyframe, right? Then draw it closer. We're actually going to track this man now. We are tracking this man, right? We are tracking this man. So you shift a little, you just follow him, and then you click on keyframe again. Then you shift again, you add keyframe, and then you adjust your video again. You shift again, add keyframe, you adjust the video again. You shift again, you shift a little again, keyframe, adjust the video. So let's see what we did. Let's see the results of what we did. So guys, are you seeing that? Are you seeing this? Are you seeing that? Now you get what I'm saying. So you can actually track someone with keyframe, right? So that's it. There's so many things you can do with this keyframe. If I start doing the lessons, it will take up to 1 hour, right? So you just need to play around with it. But let me show you one more thing you can actually do with this, okay? So I'm going to add more image to show you something else you can do with this keyframe. So this is map, and this is my aeroplane. I'm going to add these two images. I want to show you something, right? So I'll click on this aeroplane, and then I'm going to look for overlay down here. I'll click on overlay, then I'll shift it to here. I'll shift it here, then I'll tap on it. I'll minimize it. Okay, I'll minimize it. Make it little. Make it little. So this is, I'm going to use keyframe on this. I'm going to use keyframe on this now. So I'll start from the beginning. I'll click on keyframe, and then I'm going to shift here and add another keyframe. Then I'm going to shift this aeroplane out of this place. So let's see what we did. Let's see what we did now. So did you see how that aeroplane is flying? So a lot of things you can do with this keyframe. So you just need to study it on your own.